Hey, Adirondack Club athletes and parents, it's Colin bringing you your Coach's Corner. This week we're going to talk about the benefits of an off season. It's the first question we get is where did it go? So off seasons used to be a thing, and now with kind of year-round sports performance or sports participation, you've seen that the multi-sport athlete or the single sport athlete is playing their season all year long, and there's a lot of challenges with that and some issues with that we're not going to address in this Coach's Corner, but that's definitely a topic we'll address in the future. But when we're going into an off season, and hopefully your athlete has some rest between seasons, is we've got to look at, do we need to develop skills or do we need to develop physical traits like speed, agility, power, strength, core strength, flexibility, any of those things. Those are components that are a lot of times hold our athletes back. So it comes down to that needs assessment that we've talked about in the past. What the off season isn't not a great time for you to just go sit on the couch and play video games and wait until your next season starts. We don't want to take 10 weeks off in between seasons and then have nothing, right? We've got to do something if we want to produce and show up in the next season, because there's a lot of athletes out there that are in off-season programs or in-season and off-season programs, and your goal is to try to make a team or perform your best, and you're competing against those kids now. The multi-sport athlete, this off-season doesn't really exist, like I mentioned before, and this is where those athletes should really be focusing on an in-season programming. If your athlete is playing all year long, then they need to focus on building the strength so that they can deal with the volume and intensity to play at that level. So when we're getting into your in-season or off-season training, it's an excellent time to work on building muscle mass and getting stronger. Excellent time to work on some of the physiology stuff that you may not get in practice, right? We don't really focus on speed in practice. We don't focus on strictly agility in practice. It's tied up with a lot of skills and games and stop and starts and stuff like that. Whereas in an off-season training program, you can actually focus on getting stronger and focus on developing the adaptations in your body. Another great use is your body learns how to use fuel better, so that when you show up back on the field, your physiology is better. Now, when you're looking at an off season, we want to have a minimum 8 weeks. You could probably get away with 6 weeks, but really minimum 8 weeks, and ideally 12 weeks before your season. This year we have some interesting breaks, so you're going to have that opportunity. Don't let it go to waste. Okay, use that opportunity to figure out twice a week how you can get some strength training in. We've got programs. We can have you come in live, or we can train with you virtually and build out programming if you don't have the time. Let us know how we can help, but make sure that you win the off season this year as we creep up to it in the next couple weeks. Let us know how we can help.